The average person spends a third of their life at work. This is enough time to impact on one's overall health. Hello everyone and welcome back to Milestone Health with me, Dr. Mokera J. Nyamache. I am a family physician and a public health expert. I am also a mental health enthusiast. Today, I will be sharing with you important tips about mental health to help you thrive at work. To start us off, let's take a look at Lady X's life. She is a high-achieving accountant at the largest tech company in her country. She has invested a lot of resources in her career development, and she is always on top of things at work. She has a little time for things that don't add value to her career. Her boss is constantly praising her and saying how good a hire she is. She keeps getting more responsibilities through which she earns a good salary and has great benefits. She lives in a lovely suburb, though she is rarely at home because of work. Yesterday, her boss informed her that the company has been bought by a foreign investor who can take it to the next level. The owners will be taking over within a month and they will be hiring their own staff. The ex has been devastated because she can't imagine her life without this job. She has money and everything she will need for a decent life. However, she feels empty since learning about the transition. Now, I want us to consider the real value of Lady X's job to her. On the one hand, it has afforded her material things and money many people would only dream of. On the other hand, she does not have anything else to look forward to if this job is taken away. Might she have neglected her mental health at work? Well, there are three explanations for people's neglect of their mental health at work. 1. Mental health issues do not often have obvious symptoms and signs. This means that it is possible for someone to go about all activities as if everything is okay. Such people can mask their true feelings and sometimes use work as their main distraction. Since they perform well and achieve their targets, no one suspects that they have a problem. They often get promotions and additional perks and responsibilities because of their achievements. 2. Stigma. What is stigma? This is the perception of shame that one experiences either because of their own feelings and attitudes or from those of others. It's also feelings that can be caused by the systems around them. There are three types of stigma. The first one is called self-stigmatization. It arises from negative attitudes, including internalized shame that one has about his or her own condition or experiences. For example, someone might not be applying for jobs simply because they believe they are not good enough to get those jobs. The second type of stigma is called social stigma. In this case, we are talking about negative attitudes directed at a person from others, and it is because of something that is generally considered shameful. An example of this is people considering a person who is suffering from mental illness as being crazy or dangerous. The third type of stigma is called structural stigma, and it refers more to practices and policies or laws that actually lead to unfair treatment of people who have certain characteristics. Let me give you an example of this. We have some medical insurance schemes that exclude full treatment of mental health issues while they will provide covers for other medical conditions. That is a form of structural stigma. Now, let us look at the third reason as to why people neglect their mental health at work. This is ignorance. Despite the high levels of awareness, there are many people who still do not know that mental illness is a disease like any other. They therefore often fail to seek timely treatment and follow-up. This can lead to complications. Now, why is mental health so important at the workplace? There's a few reasons that we could mention here. The first one is that mental illness, just like any other disease, does not discriminate. It can affect anyone at any time and at any place. The workplace is a shared space, and often when one person is affected by a mental health issue, it has a ripple effect. And what are the examples of effects we are talking about here? One of them is emotional outbursts, which may affect decision making at the workplace. This means not only the person who is ill will be affected, but others also who will be impacted by the decision. 2, overworking and shutting other team members out or isolating. Another example of an effect that can be felt when a person has poor mental health at work is the inability to complete tasks and meet goals, hence burdening others or slowing them down. As we near the end of this lecture, let us look at some of the causes of poor mental health at work. The first one is poor stress management. We all know that stress is a healthy part of life. However, poorly managed stress can lead to mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. To learn more about stress management, refer to my blog article on the link below. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions or comments through the section below. The second reason is ignorance. As I said before, many people are not aware that mental illness is a disease like any other. They therefore fail to seek timely treatment and follow-up. Thirdly, poor physical health. There is a direct relationship between poor physical health and mental health. Long-standing illness and complications can be frustrating to the individual and his or her dear ones. This means that everyone close to this person is at risk of experiencing overwhelming stress, which, if poorly managed, can trigger or cause other illnesses like depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorders. Fourth, we have poor work-life balance. In today's world, it takes deliberate effort for one to achieve a balance between work and the other important aspects of life, such as family, friendships, finances, and spiritual life. It's important to take a break often and reflect on the different aspects of life other than work. Finally, what can we do to improve mental health at the workplace? 1. Avoid stigmatizing others. Remember that mental illness is a disease just like any other, and it does not discriminate. 2. Do what you love and love what you do. Take time to reflect often on your work and ask yourself why you're doing what you do. How can you make it better for yourself and for those that are your beneficiaries? Is it what you really want to be doing? 3. Deliberately learn and understand your limits. Self-awareness is at the core of good mental health. It is through this awareness that you can build healthy boundaries even at your workplace. These boundaries help you to balance your work and other aspects of life. 4th, practice good health-seeking behavior. Do not wait until you are overwhelmed to take action. Be deliberate about utilizing available resources to ensure and maintain good health. 5. Practice work-life balance. How are your relationships? How about your spiritual life and your finances? Is there anything you need to do to improve other aspects of your life apart from work? And finally, check in with your therapist often. In conclusion, mental health at the workplace, whether you are employed by someone else or working in your own organization or business, has a far-reaching effect on all aspects of your life and that of those around you. You can read my article on mental health at the workplace for more insights, and as usual, feel free to reach out through the comment section and if you have any questions or thoughts to share. Thank you for tuning into this lecture, and I look forward to our next engagement. If you like this video, please share among your circles and give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content. Till next time, stay healthy.